Hi, everyone. My name is Ashley Gatewood, and I am the Communications and Marketing Director at CFRE International. And today I am very thrilled to be joined by our CFRE ambassador in Vancouver. Judy Zhu is joining us today from Vancouver, British Columbia, where she is the Executive Director of the Eagle Ridge Hospital Foundation. And we're going to talk a little bit about the value of the CFRE, and then Judy has some excellent tips for anybody who's thinking about getting started with their CFRE journey. So thank you for being with us today, Judy.
Thank you for having me, Ashley.
Awesome. All right. So we are going to first look at, why do you think that it's important for fundraisers to have a credential?
Well, that's a great question, Ashley. Thank you. I think it's important to have a credential in any profession, especially when you're working directly with your clients, your customers, students, patients. So for us fundraising professionals, we are working directly with our donors and supporters who trust us with their wealth, time, and resources, and give it to the causes that meaningful to them, but unconditionally. And people give it to people. Our job is to act as relationship builder of your meaningful causes and represent your organization as ambassador. So being a certified fundraising executive give you that credibility in your work field and show your donor that you have the knowledge, experience, and skills to perform your professional fundraising job. It can also demonstrate to your current or potential employer that you are both qualified and a strong candidate for a fundraising job. Lastly, CFRE also help to boost your self-confidence and self-esteem because you know you are a subject matter expert. And by passing an exam that's 4 hours long and covers 6 core knowledge areas of fundraising, CFRE holds the highest standards in fundraising best practices.
Awesome. That's very well said, Judy. And you've had the CFRE for several years now. So what impact would you say that holding the CFRE has had on your career? What's kind of the before and after that you can tell us about?
I feel like great and huge is not it's not enough to describe the impact of CFRE have on my career. I want to use the word of monumental. So I passed my CFRE exam on the at the end of 2020. I want to say when I even preparing for my exam, I already have I did went to for an interview for officer level job. So I was in a mid-level fundraiser job and management job as well. I'm hoping to pursue a more senior fundraiser job and even in a leadership. So even when I'm prepping for CFRE, I already have great interviews, I have job offers, and as soon as I pass the CFRE and I post that on my LinkedIn, I have a lot of recruiter reach out to me, peers reach out to me, and even a organization executive reach out to me to trying to recruit me as their fundraiser. So I want to say that CFRE not only have an impact on my career, it's actually bring opportunity, bring chances for me because I would say, especially for myself, fundraising career is not a linear process where you start as a junior and then senior. So for me myself, within 5 years, I make myself from a coordinator to a director, and now I'm the executive director of a nonprofit organization. And I have to say the impact for this career trajectory, CFRE play a big role.
That's excellent to hear. And it's so common that people think, oh, there's an application fee, and then I'm going to have to put in all this time studying. Is it really worth it? And I always think of it as it's an investment. I mean, there's definitely work and there is a cost to it. But if you get even one or two great recruiters calling you with your dream job, it's completely paid off in that regard. So
Yeah, I
that's
couldn't
really,
agree more.
yeah, I mean, it's awesome to hear about how many tangible benefits you've had in holding this credential for less than 2.5 years. And a lot of people are wondering, well, how do I go about getting started with this? It feels overwhelming. There's this application and this exam. So, for anybody who might be feeling that way, what would be your 3 tips for those folks to get the ball rolling on this and make it happen?
Well, my number one tip would be don't wait until you're 100% ready. Start to submit or start to prep for your application now. Because trust me, you're not going to be 100% ready. I've been on this journey, and perhaps in a hard way, where I wanted to wait until I'm ready. I wanted to wait when children are in school. But you're not, right? So because you're doing this, and we all have a life, we all have a full-time job, and sometimes in school. So just get your application going, because it's not a one application, one-click process. You still need to calculate your point and see which area that you need more point is a cumulative process. So I would say definitely start to submit your application now. And if it's possible, set up your exam day, because that exam day to give you a window or calculation to tell you, okay, now I have half a year, or now I have a 12 months to prepare for this exam, and now I need to make a plan. And secondly, I would highly recommend to talk to your CFRE peers, whether somebody completed their CFRE, could be 10 years ago, or somebody just completed last month. So chat with them and ask them about their study experience, their exam experience, and perhaps even the impact of CFRE on their career, because that would boost your confidence as well. And trust me, it's not a textbook process. Like I mentioned earlier, it's about the best practices, and everyone's fundraising career and area of focus is different. So if you can talk to as many as CFRE peers possible, then that would definitely help you to prep for your exam, and that will definitely help you to prep for your study as well. And just for the information, for CFRE, we have a CFA ambassador around the world, so please feel free to reach out to us. And lastly but not least, make a study plan and follow through and getting ready for your exam. So when I say make a study plan, it's not, yeah, today, this weekend, I'm going to look at chapter 1 to 5, and then something happened, your son's soccer game that you need to attend is run late. No, so when I say make a study plan, it's going to be a very systematic study plan where every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., turn off your phone, turn off your social media, just focus on that chapter. So as a tip, I use the domain summary as my guideline and to set up a plan and make sure that I follow through. And also lastly, getting ready for your exam. So you have exam maybe in 2 days. So I would say do not start up the whole night, the night before. Give yourself a great, relax. If you can go to massage, and relax for the night before. And also make sure you give yourself a tour to the exam center if you take your exam at the exam center. Get familiar with the parking, familiar with the room, and to make sure that you're not running late and not rush. And that's it. And have fun. I would say, if now you're already thinking or considering becoming a CFRE, I want to give you a round of applause, and I want to give you a pat on the back. You are doing great, and good luck.
That's fantastic advice, Judy, and thank you for giving a plug to the CFRE Ambassador Program. That's a program where we can match any prospective CFRE with a current CFRE who can give them advice and tips along the way. And if you're interested in that, the way to get matched is to email share, SHARE, at CFRE.org with your name and city and state or province, and we will make sure that we match you with somebody in your area. Well, thank you so much, Judy, for having the time to talk to us. You've given really great practical tips, and I think for people who feel that it's overwhelming or don't know where to get started, you've given them some awesome food for thought and helped take some of maybe the anxiety edge off of the process. So thank you again, Judy, for being here and sharing your wonderful tips and information.
My pleasure. Thank you, Ashley, and good luck, everybody.
Bye.